It's crazy how one small decision can change your entire life. And that's exactly what happened to one mom who went from completely burned out at her 9-to-5 job to working from home, earning more money, and actually enjoying her days again. No boss, no commute, no clockings, no guilt. And the most shocking part? She didn't start a business, she didn't go viral, and she didn't have to learn anything complicated. She found one simple side hustle that completely flipped her life upside down. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what that side hustle is, how she started, and why it's one of the smartest ways for moms to make real income from home in 2025. So, let's be honest for a second. Most of us dream about quitting our jobs. The idea of waking up when we want, spending mornings with our kids, not having to rush through traffic, it sounds perfect, right? But for most moms, it feels impossible. You still have bills to pay, mouths to feed, and responsibilities that never seem to end. And that's exactly where this mom was when everything changed. Her name's Rachel. She worked full-time in customer service, spending her days glued to the computer, answering emails, juggling her kids' schedules, and barely keeping up. Her paychecks were gone before the month was over, and she felt trapped. Every Sunday night, she'd feel that pit in her stomach thinking about Monday morning. But one night, while she was up late scrolling through Pinterest, she stumbled on something that looked way too good to be true. Moms are making money selling printables online. She rolled her eyes and thought, yeah, right, probably one of those fake online jobs. But the more she looked into it, the more she realized there were real moms doing it. Moms with small Etsy shops selling things like kids' routine charts, meal planners, habit trackers, even little affirmation cards. None of them had huge followings or business degrees. They were just moms who saw a problem, created a simple solution, and put it online. Rachel didn't know anything about graphic design, marketing, or Etsy. But she had one thing: determination. She decided to test it. She opened Canva, found a free template, and started designing a simple printable, a weekly family planner with boxes for meals, chores, and reminders. It took her 3 hours to figure it out, and honestly, she didn't even like how it looked at first. But she thought, why not? Let's see what happens. She listed it on Etsy for $4.99, went to bed, and forgot about it. The next morning, she checked her email and saw the notification that changed everything. You made a sale. Someone, somewhere, had paid for something she made. It was $5. But it felt like a million. For the first time in years, she didn't feel powerless. She felt proud. She made something with her own hands and someone valued it. That one small moment was all it took. She made another design, then another. A few weeks later, she had a collection of planners, charts, and templates for moms like her, simple tools to make life easier. And here's where it gets interesting. She wasn't doing anything magical. She wasn't spending money on ads or posting every day on social media. She just kept showing up, kept adding value, kept creating products that solved real problems for real people. By month 3, she was making around $700 a month. By month 6, she had doubled her income. And by the end of the year, she quit her job. Now she works from home, makes her own schedule, picks up her kids from school, and even has weekends free again. And the best part? Her business keeps earning even while she's offline. She doesn't have to trade time for money anymore. So how does this actually work? Why does this side hustle work when so many others fail? It's simple. It's based on value and automation. You create digital products once, and they sell over and over again. You don't need inventory, you don't need shipping, and you don't need to deal with customers every day. Everything happens automatically. It's the perfect combination of creativity and freedom. Think about it. How many times have you searched online for something to organize your home, plan meals, or help your kids with routines? There are millions of moms doing the same thing right now, looking for quick, printable solutions they can download instantly. You're not trying to convince people to buy something they don't need, you're giving them exactly what they're already searching for. That's why this works. And before you say, I'm not creative, let me stop you right there. You don't have to be. You don't even need design skills. You just need to know what problems other moms face because you've lived them. You know the chaos of mornings, the never-ending to-do lists, the frustration of trying to keep everyone on track. That's your advantage. You're your own target audience. You could start with something as small as a daily routine chart for kids or a weekly cleaning planner. Use free tools like Canva, choose a cute color palette, and upload it to Etsy. That's it. Your store doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to exist. Every product is one more opportunity for someone to find you. And the coolest part? You can make passive income real, consistent sales even while you're sleeping. Because once a product is listed, Etsy does the marketing for you. It's like planting seeds. The more you plant, the more your garden grows. Now, let's talk about mindset for a second, because this is where most people get stuck. Rachel told me there were so many times she almost gave up. The first week, she made one sale. The second week, none. But she kept creating, kept learning, kept improving her listings. She said the turning point wasn't when she made more money, it was when she stopped needing permission to try. She realized she didn't need to know everything to start. She just needed to start. And that's what I want you to take from this. Don't wait until you feel ready. You'll never feel ready. You just have to take the first step. That's what Rachel did. That's what I did. That's what every successful mom online did. We started before we felt confident, and we figured it out as we went. Let me give you a practical tip. Start small, but think long term. Create your first product and upload it. Learn what works, what sells, and what people are asking for. Then make more of that. You don't need a huge following or a marketing plan. You need consistency. If you can give yourself 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, you can build this. And if you're wondering how much people are really making with this, some moms are earning a few hundred a month for extra groceries or bills. Others have turned it into full-time income, making $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a month. It all depends on how much you create and how long you stick with it. The potential is real, but the magic is in your effort. And yes, it takes time. You'll have to learn some things along the way, like how to write good titles, how to use keywords on Etsy, how to make your listings stand out. But everything is figure-outable. There are free YouTube videos for everything you'll ever need to learn. You don't need to pay for expensive courses or wait for someone to tell you what to do. You can start right now. And if you're still doubting whether you could actually do this, let me ask you something. What's the worst that can happen? You spend a few hours creating something useful, and even if it doesn't sell right away, you've learned a skill that can make you money forever. That's not failure, that's investment. The truth is, the internet has changed everything. There has never been a better time for moms to make money from home. You don't need permission, you don't need a boss, and you don't need a degree. You just need an idea and a willingness to try. I remember when Rachel told me the first time she realized she didn't need her job anymore. She was sitting in her kitchen, drinking coffee, watching her kids eat breakfast, and her phone buzzed another sale, and then another, and she said she just sat there and cried. Not because of the money, but because she finally had her life back. That's what this is about. Not just income, freedom. The ability to be present, to live life on your own terms. So, let me ask you, what would that freedom mean for you? Would it mean being home when your kids come back from school? Would it mean no more asking for permission to take a day off? Would it mean having time for yourself again? Because that's what's waiting for you on the other side of fear. Here's what I want you to do next. When this video ends, don't just move on to the next one. Open Canva. Think of one problem you've solved in your home, maybe meal planning, maybe bedtime routines, maybe organization. Turn that into a printable. Add a few cute icons, pick calm colors, and save it as a PDF. Then go to Etsy, create your account, and upload it. It might not be perfect. It doesn't need to be. Just put it out there. Because your first product isn't about making money, it's about proving to yourself that you can do it. And when you get that first sale, you'll understand why moms like Rachel never look back. You'll realize that the hardest part was just starting. If you're still watching, that tells me you're ready. You're not here by accident. You're here because something inside you knows you're meant for more. You're tired of living in survival mode. You're ready to build something that's yours. So if this story inspired you, do me a favor, hit that like button so this video reaches more moms who need to hear this. Subscribe to the channel, because next week I'm going to show you step by step how to set up your first Etsy shop and start earning from home. And let me know in the comments what would freedom look like for you, because your story might be the one that inspires the next mom to take her first step. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Because maybe, just like Rachel, one small step could change your whole life. She quit her job after finding this simple side hustle, and who knows? The next mom who does that could be you.